Today we're reading from John chapter 5 and verse 27, where Jesus continues, "And he gave him," that is Jesus, "authority to execute judgment because he is the Son of Man." The Son of Man is an interesting term, where in the scriptures it says that Nebuchadnezzar looked into the furnace and saw the lads who were being set on fire alive and with someone, a fourth person who looked like the Son of Man. I was watching Red Dwarf, a British comedy recently, and there's this really funny episode called The Inquisitor, which I'm about to show you.
You have been granted the greatest gift of all, the gift of life. Tell me, what have you done to deserve this superlative good fortune?
Well, I say this with the highest respect, but what gives you the right to ask, no, actually demand, that answer of me, your magnificence?
All must answer to the Inquisitor.
But how do I know I'll get a fair hearing?
Because, like all who stand before the Inquisitor, your judge shall be
yourself! Oh, Smeg.
In this episode, Rimmer asks a really serious question. How can someone who is so far detached from me be allowed to judge me because he doesn't know what I go through? As it happens, the Inquisitor turns around and says, well, I am you. I know what you go through. So I can judge you, right? If God was going to be a good judge, then he needs to spend some time as a human being to know the struggles and the hardships that we go through. So Jesus essentially enters into his own creation as God so that he can see how we live and he can understand. He can also show us how to do things well. Going through all of those different temptations that we've been through and going through all the hardships that we've been through, he is also then able to say, hey, I'm able to understand you and so I can be a judge for you. The high priest's job was to be a connection between humans and God. They understood human beings and their own people because they were part of the culture, but they also had access to God. And so Jesus takes on this role for us. He is our high priest. It's really easy to sometimes think that because God is so far detached from us, he doesn't know what we go through, and so it's not right for him to judge us. But in this moment, Jesus shows us and explains to us that, hey, by the way, I'm here, I'm human, I'm going through the same things as you, and so I have the right to judge. God has given me the right to judge you. And what's more, it's fair. So if you've lived a life of disobedience because you think that God is so far away that he can't understand you and so it's not right for him to judge, let this be the scripture that lets you know that's not true. I'll see you again on Monday.